Hans Lindh. Hans Lindh is Senior Vice President of Membership and Industry Relations with the National Restaurant Association. The NRA has been involved with Foodservice GS1 US Standards Initiative from the time of its inception in 2009. What opportunities did you see in joining the Foodservice GS1 US Standards Initiative?
If you consider the industry is this year destined to post $600 billion in sales in an increasingly complex and global supply chain. And GS1 just provides a wonderful opportunity to make the supply chain safer and more efficient for everyone's benefit. We also view it as an opportunity to be proactive from a legislative standpoint, to provide the right systems that legislators and consumers are expecting us to do as an industry.
How would you define the return on investment for companies that look to GS1 standards to optimize their supply chain?
The restaurant industry is a slim margin business with an average profit between 3 to 6%. So if we can work together with manufacturers and distributors to take waste out of the supply chain and improve the efficiency, that is of critical importance, especially now in an environment where commodity costs are skyrocketing and are expected to do so for some time. So anything that we can shave off in the supply chain will be a benefit for our operators and obviously to our consumers as well. It's also important for us as an industry that we make sure that it continues to be a very good alternative to go out to restaurants and enjoy good and healthy food, as opposed to perhaps in other venues.
How do you see consumers benefiting from the work of the Foodservice GS1 US Standards Initiative?
I think the consumer actually expects and have every right to expect that the food service industry would be as proficient as other industries when it comes to product information, not least about nutrition, allergens, things that are more top of mind for consumers these days. And also in an environment where social media is so prevalent, there's a possibility that consumers are more anxious about food safety than perhaps they were previously. I'm not suggesting that they have a reason to be so, but nevertheless they are more anxious, and that's very important that we have the systems in place to ensure traceability and safe provision of food.
What role do you see GS1 US play within your industry?
Well, I think they're in a unique place to bring the entire industry together and also leveraging the infrastructure that it has and learnings from other industries. I think from an evolutionary standpoint, I think it's obvious that it began with the manufacturers, then the distributors. And I think now the time has come for operators to get more involved, to get a seat at the table and be more vocal. It may have been premature earlier, but I think now the time has really come, and I think therefore that you see the NRA play a more active role in being that conduit to ensure operator engagement so that the GS standards that evolve and are voluntarily adopted will be the ones that really work for the entire industry.